What are we? What makes us what we are and what we're going to be? It's grit. It's what we started with last year, guys. Doesn't matter if you have one ass cheek and 3 toes. I will beat your ass.
Can definitely compete with the big dogs.
10-5, end zone, touchdown, Detroit Lions.
You guys are unbelievable, man. I'm telling you.
We are driven by Detroit.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to yet another live stream edition of Motor City Mania. I hope everybody is having themselves a great day. Hope everybody has enjoyed their weekend and that they're ready to watch some Lions football. I know I most certainly am. As it stands right now, the kickoff is about to start here momentarily. Hopefully, I will be able to sit through this game and not have the same issues that I had last time. So far, I'm not having any issues. To answer your question, Nolan, yes, I am very excited for this game. I'm just right now at this point kind of waiting for the game to actually start. I will let you all know that I am having lunch while I am doing this, so I do apologize. But unfortunately, had a couple of things come up this morning where I had to make last-minute adjustments that I was not anticipating for. And what I had that was unanticipated was the episode that I actually released this morning regarding Zadarius Smith. I had uploaded it, and when I woke up this morning, I found out that it actually had a copyright infringement on it, which I was totally unexpecting. So I had to go back. I had to reprocess it, change what the problem was the first time, and then I had to re-upload it, hope and pray that it wasn't going to have the same problem, which thankfully it didn't. And then at that, I had to then release it. And Nolan Ziegler just pointed out that the Lions won the toss. They deferred, so they will get the ball to start the second half, which is good. Which means we will see Zadarius Smith up first. So I am hopeful. Yeah, I saw that too, Jason. I saw that he walked into the stadium today wearing a Rasheed Wallace jersey. So, and the funny thing was there was I think it was a interview, I think the day before yesterday, or maybe actually yesterday, he sat down with somebody and they brought up the fact that he had a very close likeness in the story, the comparison to the 2004 Pistons and Rasheed Wallace, and he was completely oblivious. He didn't know what the hell was being said. But apparently, obviously, someone really informed him about it because now he comes into the game and he's wearing the jersey. I don't think they're going to, Dean. They've always worn their throwbacks for Thanksgiving. It's always been that way. So I fully expect that's going to be exactly what happens today. They're going to wear for Thanksgiving. I expect they're going to wear their throwbacks. I would be willing to bet that the game they decide to wear their black jerseys for the second and other time that this happens this year will probably be the game against the Bills, if I had to take a guess. And the kickoff is away. It lands just outside of the end zone, and it's going to get up to about the 31-yard line, maybe 32. So they'll pick up an extra yard or two versus where they would have been had they just let it go. Well, Nolan says we'll wear the blacks against Green Bay. I don't care what team we wear it against. I don't care if it's Green Bay. I don't care if it's Buffalo. I love those uniforms, and I can't wait to see them back out again for another go. Lions on defense first. Jaguars have the ball to start. Jaguars are at the 31. Jones is in the backfield, and it's going to be an end-around reverse, and it's going to be a pickup of about 4 yards, going to make it 2nd and 6 for the Jaguars offense. All right, Mac Jones this time is going to line up under center instead of in the gun. Got two receivers to the right, one man now in motion to the left, so two on the left, single back formation with a tight end. Jones snaps it, play action, looks to throw. Jones gets it out underneath quick, and it's going to be caught, but it's going to be short for a 3rd and 1 or maybe a long 3rd and 2. Good tackle by Alex Anzalone with good coverage. Made sure he didn't get away there. And there's Zadarius Smith. Can't miss Zadarius Smith in that big 99. 3rd and 1 coming up here for the Lions. Mac Jones in the gun. Got a man on his left hip. Jones snaps, looks to throw, steps up, throws it, gets it out quick, and it is going to be caught for a 1st down. Brian Branch was on him, but he got forward progression. Going to be a first conversion for the Jaguars instead of a 3 and out. Good tackle by Brian Branch, especially considering that was on a tight end. 1st and 10 for the Jaguars. Mac Jones under center, 2 tight ends to the left, 2 receivers. Jones snaps it, hands it off, and it is going to be a pickup of about 6 yards. Going to be 2nd and 4 coming up for the Jaguars offense. So actually they're going to say it's 2nd and 5, so it's going to be a very short 5. Second and 5 coming up for the Jaguars offense. They're almost to midfield. Jones is in the gun. 2 receivers to the left. Jones snaps, looks to throw, quick throw out underneath, and is going to be caught for a 1st down. Evaded Anzalone, but then got flopped by the safety coming down. But 1st down nonetheless for the Jaguars. Branch was the one that laid the wallop on him. But I'm telling you this right now, it already looks like to me that what the Jaguars are doing is a very similar game plan to what the Rams did to us. Very quick passing, not letting Jones hold on to the ball very long, just quick, methodical throws. Jones under center, Jones snaps, play action, boot left, getting pressured by Anzalone, has to throw it away, and is going to pick up maybe 2 yards, tackled by Jack Campbell and Tyrion Arnold. Going to be a 2nd and 9 or 2nd and 8 coming up. Good pressure by Anzalone to force Jones to get rid of that ball before he wanted to. Jones under center, both tight ends motion to the right, wide receivers on both sides, single back formation, Jones under center, snaps the ball, pitches it, and the running back stumbles, and he's going to be tackled for a loss. Rodrigo got him and pulled him back for a yard. Going to be 3rd and 10 or 11 coming up for the Jaguars. So they say it's actually a no gain, but I didn't think so. I thought that was a loss of a yard. Either way, great job by James Houston to stop him, and then Rodrigo to clean it up. Houston got a hand on him to keep him in place, and Rodrigo cleaned it up. So great job there by both those guys. 3rd and 8 coming up for the Jaguars. Mac Jones in the gun. Man motions to backfield. He's going to have him on his right hip. Trips left for wide receivers. Jones snaps, looks to throw, steps up, is going to scramble, and he's going to be well short of the 1st down. He's going to be at least 2 yards short, so it's going to be 4th down. The Jaguars are going to have to try a field goal, and it looks like Amik Robertson is hobbling a little bit. So 4th and 3 coming up for the Jaguars on offense, and out comes the field goal team. Cam Little is a rookie from Arkansas, so this is going to be a long field goal for him, easily over 50. This is a 59-yard attempt. The kick is up. The kick is... It is good. Cam Little is able to push it through from 59 yards out. Jags take the lead 3-0. The rookie Arkansas kicker punches it through for 3. That was a pretty damn good kick, actually, by that kicker. All right, y'all. I'm going to mute my mic here for a minute so that way I can eat for a moment. Because I'm pretty confident y'all do not want to hear me eating. That's because, to answer you, Low Esteem and Brandon, that is a strawberry jelly and peanut butter sandwich. Absolutely love peanut butter and jellies. But, absolutely, I love PB&J. It's just a very nice comfort food, very easy to make, very, very good to taste and go down. Absolutely love PB&Js. Kickoff is away by the Jaguars, going to go out the back of the end zone. Lions will start at their own 30-yard line. Out comes Jared Goff in the offense. Lions offense will not have Sam Laporta for this game. However, though, they will have Taylor Decker back at the left tackle position. I don't mind grape, Nolan. I just prefer strawberry better myself. If grape is all I have, I'll go for it. But I will say this. I like spread. I don't like jam. Goff under center, snaps it, play action set up. Goff steps up in the pocket, scrambles, and throws on the run, gets it to his tight end, which is Zylstra, and picks up an easy first down. Great job by Goff to extend the play. Great throw on the run. Great catch by Zylstra to pick up the first down. So even without Sam Laporta in the lineup, Lions can still make plays happen. Goff didn't get flustered. Goff wasn't under some duress, but kept his composure. Goff in the gun. One receiver to the right, 3 to the left. Goff has a man on his right hip. He's killing the play. Goff snaps it, looks to throw. Goff gets it out quick, gets it to St. Brown. Going to be a pickup of about 5 yards. Easy pitch and catch. And that's actually a 6-yard gain. Lions are already past the midfield point. Goff under center. Got 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Tight end also on the right. Goff is calling out something. He's got a single backfield. Raymond in motion to the left. Goff snaps it, hands it off to Monty. Monty's going to find an edge potential and is going to power through and picks up the first down. Great job by Montgomery to find the edge, pull through it, push through it, and get that first down for the Lions. Great job. Lions have already picked up 2 first downs in only 3 plays. That's the power Monty has. Doesn't matter if you got hands on him. He will push through no problem. Goff under center. 2 receivers to the right. 2 tight ends to the left. Man in motion. St. Brown. Goff snaps. Is going to hand off to Monty again. Monty's going to power it up through the middle. Is going to pick up an easy. Almost gets the first down. Picks up another 9 yards. Huge holes right now being produced by the Lions offensive line up the middle. Jaguars defense looks completely out of sorts between the run and the pass. Goff in the gun, 2 receivers to the left and right. Goff snaps, straight drop back. Goff throws underneath, gets it to Monty. Monty dances a little bit, easily picks up the first down. Knuckles is absolutely having himself an early go of it. Excuse me. Man, it looks like Aaron Rodgers' freaking doppelganger on the sideline for the Jaguars. Goff under center, tight end in motion to the right, 2 receivers to the right. Goff snaps, pitches it. There is a flag on the play. It was after the snap, so it could be an offsides or an encroachment. Yep, offsides against the defense. Lions will get an easy 5 yards. Arik Armstead was the one that got called for being offside. Their high-priced off-season acquisition from the 49ers, who has had quite a very disappointing season in his first year with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Actually, I think Sonic was just in there, Dean. It looks like Sonic's in the backfield right now. Goff under center, tight end motions to the right, 2 receivers to the right. Goff snaps. Is going to be a play action drop. Goff rolls, is going to then go back the other way. Goff throws it away, well outside the pocket to prevent getting sacked. Good decision by Goff. Goff extended the play, tried to find something. Nobody was there. Smartly made some time to get away from him, threw it into the dirt around Brock Wright's feet, made sure that the play was not going to be called for intentional grounding. Good job by the Lions to at least not have that cost them anything. Goff in the gun, wide receivers trip to the right, man in motion. Goff sets up, throws, gets it out quick to St. Brown, and St. Brown catches it, gets down to the 6-yard line. Great slant route right there by Goff and St. Brown. That timing and chemistry looks absolutely hot right now. Well, if that was Vaki, I'm not used to seeing him back there. We've almost never seen him play running back. He's almost always been exclusively special teams. Excuse me. Goff under center. 3 receivers to the right, tight ends to the left. Goff brings St. Brown in motion, snaps the ball, hands it off to Monty. Monty's going to power his way up, gets down to the 1-yard line. 22. I think Vaki's number 33, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think 33 is Vaki. Goff under center, calling out something, going to a different play. Goff's now in the gun. St. Brown and another to the left. Goff snaps it. It's going to be a handoff, and Monty's going to easily get in for a touchdown. Touchdown, Lions. Monty gets another touchdown to extend his touchdown streak. Great job by the Lions. Just made it look way too damn easy. Great methodical drive. Goff missed 1 throw. Running backs were doing their job as far as picking up protection, powering through. Goff and Monty were absolutely sublime on that drive. St. Brown also made several good plays as well. Great drive by the Lions. They've now extended the lead to 6. Well, they've got 6. They're about to get 7 here. Kick is up by Bates. Kick is good. Lions up 7-3. Great job by the Lions offense to respond early. And with that, going to eat my other sandwich, putting myself back on mute. All enjoy. To answer your question, Nick, yes, Darius Smith is playing. We've already seen him out on the field. He was actually out on the field for the Lions' first drive on defense, so he definitely is playing. And he's already having an impact. I'm going to continue to eat, but I'm not going to be making any noise because yogurt. But here comes the kickoff by Jake Bates. Kick is up and is going to go way out back of the end zone. And the Jaguars are going to start their offense on the 30-yard line. Spats? What are you talking about, JT? I don't know what spats means. I'm kind of a little in the dark on that one. All right. Jaguars start at the 30-yard line. Mac Jones is in the gun. Man in motion from the right to the left. Now he's got 2 men in the backfield. Mac Jones does a play action, sets up something, looks to throw, throws underneath, gets it caught, but he's going to get walloped by Brian Branch, who comes up and lays a wallop on the wide receiver. Brian Branch made him pay for them 9 yards. Woo-wee! Okay, and no, the bread is just plain old Wonder White bread. I am very simple. Evan Ingram's on the sideline, probably catching his breath. Mac Jones under center, just short of the 40. Jones snaps it, hands it off, and ETN's going to get blown up at the line of scrimmage by Kirby Joseph. So both safeties making huge plays back to back. This defense is absolutely laying the boom on these freaking Jaguars. Mac Jones in the gun, trips wide receivers to the left. Jones snaps, gives it off, and it's going to be well short. Actually, he's going to lose a yard on the play. Lions defense stands tall. 4th down coming up. Easy 3 and out. Lions offense heading right back out there. Good. And for anybody who knows who that one is, that's Campbell's Chicken Noodle Soup. Punt is up, punt is away, and Raymond is going to, oh, wow. Raymond should have probably either let that go or fair catched it because Raymond almost got freaking blasted. But the Lions will get the ball either at their own 5-yard line, maybe 6, depending upon the spot. Now it's time. I know y'all can't see it because it's green, but this is an apple. Granny Smith apple. Gotta love Granny Smiths. I love the tartness, but the one thing I love about Granny Smiths more than anything is the crispness of the freaking skin. I will say this, JT. I love myself a good steak. Love a good steak. But I will say this. My wife is the one that cooks them because I don't know what she does, but she is just a wizard when it comes to cooking steaks. But apple a day, as they say, keeps the doctor away. And we are back to the game. Yep, sure is blue. Considering the fact Granny Smiths are green, it blends right in with the green screen behind me. No problem. I'm going to put this down for now because ain't no sense trying to eat it while I'm doing the broadcast. Jahmyr Gibbs in the backfield, Goff under center, 2 receivers to the right, man in motion. St. Brown, Goff looks, Goff throws. Goff's going to get it out to Tim Patrick. Patrick's going to make the catch. Going to be a short gain of about maybe 5 yards. Going to bring up a 2nd and medium. Goff in the gun. Hands it off to Gibbs. Gibbs is going to have to go all the way around. Somehow makes something out of that and is able to pick up about 3 yards on the play. Is going to make it a 3rd and 3. So actually I'm only going to give him a 2-yard gain. Goff in the gun. Man in motion, Goff snaps, Goff throws, Goff gets it to St. Brown, and St. Brown's going to make the first down for an easy catch of about 6-7 yards. Easy conversion. Lions maintain the drive. There's about a minute and a half left in the first quarter. Goff in the gun, 2 receivers on both sides of the formation. Goff's got a man on his left hip, man in motion. Goff snaps, sets up a backside fake throw. It was supposed to be a screen to Monty, but the defense was all over it, so Goff just smartly threw it into the dirt. Lions tried to do a misdirection play with a fake screen to one side and then to try and do another on the other side, and defense just didn't buy it. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Lions offense. Goff under center. Got a 12-man formation. Man in motion. Goff snaps. Play action. Looks to throw. Gets it out quick. Finds his man, St. Brown. Another completion. First down. Goff hit that back foot of that last drop step and instantly got it out. Great outside route right there. St. Brown wide open, easy pitch and catch, no problem whatsoever. Goff under center, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right with a tight end. Single back formation. Goff snaps it, hands it off to his man, and his man's only going to get about a yard. Gibbs only got a yard on that play, so far Gibbs is having a little bit less of success against the Jaguars rushing defense than Monty had, but either way, Goff under center again, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left with a tight end. Gibbs in the backfield. Goff brings Jamo in motion. Goff pitches it to Jameer. Jameer's going to dance it back the other way. And Jameer's going to get out of it, almost gets to the first down, going to pick up about 8 yards. Great moving right there by Jameer Gibbs to not only cut it back, but to also do some movement to make sure he would evade the tackle. Tim Patrick right there giving 2 blocks to help Jameer Gibbs get up to near the first down mark. Great job by Patrick to block and great moves by Jameer Gibbs. And we're now at a commercial break, so back to my apple. And with that, back to the game. Start of the second quarter. Lions in possession of the football. Lions are almost at midfield. Goff under center. St. Brown in motion. Goff snaps it. Play action. 3rd and 1. Goff throws over the middle and tried to get it to Jamo. Incomplete throw. Don't know if Jamo dropped it or if it was a little too far out in front. But the Jaguars defender that was covering Jamo is having an issue with his left shoulder, so there will be a stoppage in play here, which might make Dan Campbell decide to go for it on 4th down because now he'll have an extra couple of seconds to make a decision here. And, yep, the ball was a little bit in front of Jamo, but that was an incomplete throw. Goff had it a little too far out in front. So Lions will either decide to punt the ball or go for it, which I think is more likely. It's midfield. Lions have been pretty good on 4th down. Jaguars' best corner is now walking off the field that they still have. 4th and 1 coming up. And the Lions will go for it on 4th and 1, or at least give the impression they will. Goff under center. Goff is going to do a QB sneak, and he's easily going to pick up the 1st down. Picks up 2 yards. Easy conversion. Great job by Goff. Got the conversion. Drive continues. Just put your head forward and let your length do all the work for you. I mean, when you're 6'4", that's 2 yards right there. Goff under center. Goff snaps. Play action. Sets up the throw. Throws backside to Jamo. Jamo's got a lot of room to work with. And Jamo's going to get a good solid gain with nobody around him. Good job, Jamo. $23-yard gain right there for Jamo. Nobody even around him. You damn right, Bunny King. You damn right. Goff under center. 2 receivers to the left. Now 2 tight ends. Goff snaps, hands off to Jameer. Jameer's going to find the edge. Jameer's going to get all the way down to the 5 or 4 yard line. Great scamper by Jameer Gibbs. Great block by Khalif Raymond, though, also on the edge to spring him. Lions just got a 22-yard run off the heels of a 23-yard pass gain. Lions are gashing the Jaguars. Goff under center. Gibbs in the backfield. Goff snaps. Hands it off to Gibbs again. And Gibbs is going to pick up another 3 yards. Going to get it down to the 2 yard line. Dean, yeah, I fully expect we're going to have 2 1,000-yard rushers. I almost would be surprised if we didn't. All right, here. Goff under center, at the 2, man in motion. Goff snaps, hands it off to Gibbs, and Gibbs is going to spin out, and his speed's just going to be too much. He makes the edge, touchdown, Gibby. Lions are now out to a 13-3 lead. To answer your question, Nick, I don't know if they've ever started out 9-1, but I know the longest win streak the Lions have ever had in their history are, I think, 11 games, maybe 12, something like that. So this Lions team does have the ability to break that record. The kick is up, and the kick is good by Jake Bates. Lions are now up 14-3. Lions making it look easy. Offense is just absolutely humming right now. So the only thing I hate about apples is when you get that little piece of like the core or the bottom of the apple. It just kind of ruins the experience almost. At this point, Perry, I think we can say on paper, be damned. Blah. Love apples. Come to think about it, I don't know too many people that don't like apples, to be honest. Apples are they're just a comfort food. They're quick, easy, healthy. Everybody loves apples. Now, I will say this. While I love apples, there are certain types of foods that have apples that I do not like. I love applesauce. I love apples. I love anything apple flavored as far as candy is concerned. Obviously, plenty of things I like. I also like apple juice, apple cider. Love a lot of stuff with apples. But if it's a pie, sorry, I don't like pie. I don't like apple pie. And round out this lunch, some fruit snacks. Hey, if you like apple pie, no judgment. I just don't like pie. I don't know why. I'm just not a fan of pie. I never have been. The only pie I really like is chocolate pudding pie. And even that is one of those things where I got to be in a certain mood for it. Yeah, I love green apple Jolly Ranchers. Love them. Kickoff is away by Jake Bates, and the ball is going to go out the back of the end zone. New England is up on top of the LA Rams right now, 7-0. That's a shocker. Jaguars are now out on the field on offense again at the 30-yard line. Jones under center, two receivers to the left, man in motion to the right where two tight ends are at. One man in the backfield. Jones is making a change. Jones snaps it, hands it off to the running back, and the running back is going to get swarmed, maybe gets a yard on the play. Might get two, depending upon the spot. Mac Jones takes a timeout. Looks like there was a personnel mismatch or snafu on the scheme. So there'll be a 30-second timeout here. Perry, what do I think about Jake Moody missing 3 kicks in a row? Glad we got Jake Bates. That's all I'm going to say. I'll take our Jake over Jake Moody any day. Second and 9 coming up for the Jaguars offense. Matt Jones in the gun. Got dual running backs on both sides. There's going to be a flag. Looks like it's going to be a false start. False start against the Jaguars. Going to be a 5-yard penalty. Now going to be 2nd and 14. Honestly, Dean, I don't care, but if I was to choose, I would like the Bears to win. Just so that way it would shut Packers fans up. Mac Jones in the gun, trips to the right, 2 to the left. Jones snaps, throws it, and way overhead of Evan Ingram. Terry and Arnold was in coverage. Terry and Arnold talking a little bit. Nothing serious, but he was talking a little bit. Third and long coming up for the Jaguars offense. Mac Jones in the gun. Jones snaps, looks to throw, getting pressured, throws it underneath, and holy cow, Amik Robertson just blew Etienne up in the backfield. Holy cow. Damn, these damn defensive backs right now are just laying the wood on these Jaguars. Branch, Joseph, and now Robertson just absolutely killing these freaking running backs and receivers. That's the second time Etienne has gotten destroyed by one of these defensive backs. Branch destroyed a tight end in Evan Ingram, but man, Etienne is taking some licks. Punt is away by the Jaguars. Raymond is going to get it at around the 21-yard line, is now going to get a chance to return it, going to get some yards, and is going to get up to about the 35-yard line. So a good solid return of about 15 yards. Lions are absolutely playing with some tenacity today. I told y'all that this Lions team was going to come out today and they were going to have a vengeance because of what happened against the Texans. They're playing with some ferocity today. All right. While we are at a moment in a commercial break, let's see here. Currently, let's see what's going on in the NFL. Packers are on top of the Bears 7-3. Vikings are on top of the Titans 7-3. Dolphins are on top of the Raiders 10-3. Patriots are on top of the Rams 7-0. Saints are actually beating the Browns 7-6. Colts are beating the Jets 10-0. And the Steelers are actually beating the Ravens right now 3-0. So actually some interesting scores going on around the NFL at the moment. Pretty interesting. Oh, I have no doubt about that, William. The Lions got enough of the embarrassing factor out of their system when we played the Rams and the freaking Bucks at home early this season. And I tell you this right now, those 2 games at home, that was good for the Lions to get that out of the way then, because I'm telling you this right now. I said it earlier in the season. I said, what makes this offense work is having a viable number 3 wide receiver option. That's why the Lions went through so much trial and error during training camp to try and find a receiver to replace Josh Reynolds. And I said it, I was like, listen, people don't realize it, but Josh Reynolds literally had such an important role for this offense. Even though he necessarily didn't have the biggest stat line or didn't always, stand out, he had a big role. His role was to take attention from the defense towards our other guys, like Laporta, like St. Brown, like J-Mo. Goff in the gun, empty backfield. Goff looks to throw. Goff gets it out, throws it underneath. It's going to be a freaking end around, and it's going to be a catch by freaking Amon-Ra St. Brown, and it is another hook and ladder concept to J-Mo. Yes, 360. Yes, it will be. So the way it works on YouTube TV is once the game is done, it will then be available to rewatch it on YouTube TV anytime you wish. Goff under center, weak I formation, actually I formation. Monty with the ball, and Monty's going to pick up another first down. So back-to-back first downs for the Lions. But, yeah, you can rewatch the game on YouTube TV as soon as the game is over. You can also watch the game again if you have NFL Plus, like I do, because also on NFL Plus, you can get the all-22 film access as well. J-Mo in motion, Goff under center. Goff snaps it, hands it off to Monty again. Monty's going to plow through and picks up another 8-9 yards. Easily running through this Jaguars defense like a hot knife through butter. There is almost no resistance from this Jaguars defense. None whatsoever. No, that's fine too. Don't worry about that. Goff under center, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Goff snaps it, hands it off to Monty again. Monty's going to get another first down, but this time only gets about 3 or 4 yards. Still first down all the same. Goff under center, I formation. Goff snaps it, play action, looks to throw, gets it out quick, throws it to St. Brown over the middle, catches it for another first down. Gain of 12 on the play for the Lions. Throw was a little low by Goff there, but still catchable. Great job by Amon-Ra St. Brown there to get that catch. Had that throw been up towards the chest area, St. Brown could have probably ran with it for a little bit more. But still a great job all the same. Goff under center, Brock Wright in motion, Goff in the gun. Goff looks to throw, gets it out quick to Monty. Monty's going to make some moves, picks up about 6-7 yards on the play. Second and 4 for the Lions. Lions are already in the red zone. Goff under center, 2 receivers, 2 tight ends. Monty in the backfield. Goff snaps it. Going to play action, bootleg to the right, and Goff is just going to run it. Slides down after he picks up the first down. Easy run by Goff there. Gets the conversion, no problem. Smart decision by Goff to just take the run and pick up the first down rather than force anything. Hey, take what the defense gives you. There's no reason to force anything. Goff in the gun. Got 2 receivers to the left. Goff snaps it. Hands it off to Monty. Monty's going to power through and get another touchdown. Montgomery with 2 rushing touchdowns on the day. Lions are now up 20-3. Lions are running away with this one, and it's not even the end of the first half. Mm-mm-mm. 20-3 Lions. Jake Bates' kick is up and good. Lions now up 21-3. Lions are just Lions. What did I say in my episode the other day? I literally just said it. I was like, Lions are going to murder them. I said the Lions are literally going to murder the Jaguars' Swiss cheese defense. And that's exactly what they're doing. I mean, if you think about it, the Lions have yet to have a play that's been behind the line of scrimmage. They've got ridiculously more first downs than they have even third downs attempted. I mean, dude, this is what you call as easy as it gets. Mm-mm-mm. Jaguars are just getting ran over, quite literally. Oh, absolutely, Bunny King. I already said it. I said, listen, after the Saints fired, Dennis Allen, I said literally, I was like, the next guy that is most likely going to get fired was probably going to be Doug Peterson. Because Doug Peterson, I've said it before, I'll say it again. He's a nice guy. He's a good coach as far as, being able to work with people. But I don't know what it is about coaches from Philly, but they start out like so hot as far as like these great coaches, but then they just instantaneously like cool off. It's happening right now with Sirianni. It happened with Doug Peterson. And it's just like, listen, it's like, I don't know what it is, but these freaking Eagles coaches, like they freaking get all of a sudden like all this praise. They look like they're these geniuses. And then it's like the whole thing starts crumbling around them. Oh, wow. I needed that. Okay, Lions are going to kick the ball off again. Because let's see here. Saints have fired their head coach. Who else has been fired so far this year? I'm trying to remember. Jets fired their head coach. So the Jets have fired their head coach. The Saints fired their head coach. I think that's it so far. I think we've only had 2 head coaching firings so far this year. But I'm telling you, I fully expect that Doug Peterson's going to become the third. I'm almost willing to guarantee that after this game, he'll be fired within the next 24, 48 hours. Mac Jones under center, snaps the ball, play action, boot left. Jones throws backside, going to get it to Etienne. Etienne is going to get sandwiched between both Anzalone and Carlton Davis. Going to pick up about 6, maybe 7 yards. Carlton Davis out there playing with a broke thumb, clearly has a heavy cast on that hand. Pickup of 7 for the Jaguars. I told you guys, this is pretty much what the Jaguars offense is. It's the same exact offense that we had when we played the Rams. They can't throw the ball down the field because they can't get enough protection for Mac Jones. And then on top of that, their rushing attack can't do anything because our rush defense is just smothering them. So it's like, listen, the only option they have is to just do quick checkdowns and run the ball every so often just to try and keep our defense honest. That's it. Now, I will say this. The one thing I do want out of our defense is I want some damn sacks. It's like, listen, I understand it's quick throws, but let's get some damn sacks here. Mac Jones under center, man in motion. Jones snaps, play action, boot to the left, looks, going to get near thwalloped and way overthrown of his wide receiver. No one was even close to being home. Arnold was in coverage, but didn't matter. Jones overthrew that guy by a country mile. Jones was getting pressured, almost had Anzalone on him, also had Zadarius Smith on him, easily had no chance to get a good throw off there as both Anzalone and Smith were right in his face. Jones is in the gun now. Man in motion to the left. Got tight end on the left with a wide receiver and 2 receivers to the right. Jones is going to snap the ball, looks to throw, gets it out, throws a shot, and is way behind the guy. Arnold was again in coverage, but again, nobody was home. Poor throw by Mac Jones there. The reason why he has only 1 catch, Nolan Ziegler, is because Amon-Ra St. Brown got that catch, but it was a hook and ladder, so he gets the yards that comes after it. So Amon-Ra St. Brown gets the catch, but Jamo gets the yards. And with the time, when the clock winding down, the Jaguars are going to call their second timeout, meaning they have only 1 timeout left in this first half. Oh, I agree, William. I've said this multiple times. When the Titans fired Mike Vrabel, that was a horrible decision on their part because Mike Vrabel was, in essence, kind of like Dan Campbell before Dan Campbell. Players coach, understood players, very tough, very gritty, but he was not like Dan Campbell in the total embodiment and epitome of him. If I wanted to call Mike Vrabel anything, I would call him Dan Campbell light. He kind of is like Dan Campbell, but not even close in terms of the total package. Mac Jones in the gun, trips to the right. Jones looks to throw. Jones is going to throw up deep, and it is going to be incomplete again. 3 deep shots, and Mac Jones completely whiffs on all 3 of them. Absolutely no chance for the wide receivers there. Mac Jones absolutely missing his wide receivers by country miles. Doesn't even give his receivers a chance, really. Carlton Davis and Terry and Arnold were the ones in coverage primarily throughout those 3 plays, and just absolutely horrendous throwing by freaking Mac Jones there. And to think, Mac Jones at one time was considered to be the replacement for Tom Brady in New England. Mac Jones literally had 1 good season in New England, and since then he has literally turned into an average to below average quarterback. That's literally about the best I can give for him. Because there are times Mac Jones still can play decent, but 9 times out of 10, Mac Jones just looks like as if he's a nothing, which has been pretty much the standard when it comes to, most of the quarterbacks that have come out of Alabama. I mean, Mac Jones looked great at Alabama. He looked damn good for 1 year while he was at New England. Got to the playoffs, lost that playoff game. If I realistically think about it, so far, The only Alabama quarterback that I can think of right now on the top of my head that even remotely plays well at this point would probably be Jalen Hurts. Well, Nolan, I do take my hat off from time to time because I do get an itch on top of my head, but you are right. I normally do wear a hat. I don't have a problem not wearing a hat. It's just one more thing to wear that has, Lions gear on it. I tell you this right now, if I could, I would wear every single article of clothing I have as Lions gear. The only problem is that, well, one, shoes are kind of expensive if they're Lions gear because the only ones that I know of are the Pegasus ones that are actually of any decent value. And they want like $100+ for those shoes. And it's like, dude, I'm not spending $100 plus on shoes. I'm not doing it. But I've had socks. I have lounge pants, sweatpants, obviously multiple turtlenecks, obviously multiple tops, hats. The only thing I have not bought, which I don't think I ever will, would be underwear. That I think is just a little extreme. And don't get me wrong, I'm a fanatic when it comes to Lions and all things Lions fandom, but even that's a little far for me. But anywho, yes, I do have thick hair, Belinda. I come way of that thanks to both my mom and dad. Goff under center, J-Mo in motion, Goff snap, straight drop back, throws underneath to Gibbs, and Gibbs has got a run start, and Gibbs is off to the races. Gibbs is going to go Gibbs got to the 30-yard line, opposite end of the field. It looked like he was on his way to a touchdown, and Gibbs is so pissed with himself. He knew he had it. And he just got caught on a freaking shoestring tackle. Gibbs was just off to the races, and if not for number 51 just reaching out and swatting his heel, he'd have been gone. Goff snaps it, hands it off to Gibbs, and Gibbs is going to dance inside, picks up another 3 yards, going to be 2nd and 7 coming up. Oh, yeah, I have Lions gloves, Garrick. I have them. I don't wear them because they're cold weather gloves. And if I was wearing them in the house, my hands would just absolutely be sweaty. Goff under center. Got a 12 formation. Gibbs in the backfield. Goff snaps it. Hands it off to Gibbs again. Gibbs is going to bounce it outside. And this time Gibbs is going to go nowhere. Might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Oh, I've got Lions sleepwear, Dean. I've got Lions lounge pants or like sleepwear pants. I've got different types of like actual sleep shirts or whatever you want to call it. Plus on top of that, I'm wearing them right now, but I've also got Lions slippers. Do need to replace those, though. I've had these for like about 3 or 4 years. Goff in the gun. Goff snaps, looks to throw. 3rd down. Goff is going to get it out, and it's caught by St. Brown. Touchdown, not even a chance. Goff to St. Brown once again. And now the Lions have extended their lead to a 4-touchdown advantage. So now the Lions have had 3 rushing touchdowns, 1 passing touchdown, and we're all in the first half. That is St. Brown's 8th consecutive game with a touchdown. Nick, you might as well just say not if at this point. It's going to happen. When you are losing like this, it's an embarrassment. It is a literal ass spanking. Kick is up. Kick is good. Lions are up 28-3. At this point, the Lions are going to probably pull their starters at the end of the third quarter and just, let the freaking backups play. Because at this point, by the end of the third quarter, I would not be at all surprised if the Lions are up by freaking, 40-3, 40-6, something like that. Jaguars offense can't do anything. Our defense is killing them. And then our offense is absolutely just, manhandling them. They can't even do anything. Like, dude, I mean, you take a look at this game. I mean, the Jaguars literally held the lead for like 4 or 5 minutes. And then since then, it has just been a freaking, we're off to the races and we ain't even looking back. But all right, with that being said, let's take a look at the scores around the NFL here real quick. Let's see what we got here. Packers are still up 7-3. The Bears are actually at the Green Bay 3-yard line, almost ready to score a touchdown to take the lead on top of the Packers. Vikings are up 13-3 over the Titans. Dolphins are up 10-6 over the Raiders. Rams have come back and have scored 14 consecutive points to now come in front of the Patriots 14-7. Saints have extended their lead over the Browns 14-6. Colts are up 13-0 over the Jets. And the Steelers have again extended their lead. They're now up 6-0 over the Ravens. And Lamar Jackson is absolutely playing putrid. Absolutely horrible. Remember how, you guys remember how I made that episode about how people wanted to say that Goff's MVP chances have absolutely been completely diminished because of the bad game he had against the Texans? Oh, yeah, of course we've scored on every possession so far, Dan. And, I mean, I don't see any reason why we won't, at least until we put the backups in. That's why I'm saying by the time the fourth quarter comes around, backups are going to go in. They're going to get plenty of time to do some reps, and that's going to be the way it is. I don't see the Jaguars scoring any touchdowns on us. I think he is, Pity B. I think he is. Again, I've said it before. I'll say it again about Goff. You know what? Goff had a bad game. 2 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Yeah, it's bad. But it's like, dude, if that's going to discredit him after 5 weeks of absolute pure brilliance, then I'm telling you this right now, the MVP award then's a joke. Because if you're not going to even give Goff a chance, you're not even going to consider him after one bad game, then you know what? I don't think the award's worth, freaking a pile of beans. It's like, listen, great players have bad games. Oh, no. Big Dan, I see the comparison you're trying to make there, but Mac Jones doesn't look like Joey Harrington. Joey Harrington actually had some pretty damn good games. Joey Harrington was actually good for some time. Mac Jones looks like he's like freaking Ryan Leaf, Jamarcus Russell right now. Like, there are throws out there that freaking Mac Jones should be making, and it's like not even close. But, all right. Lions are back out on defense. Jags on offense. Jags are starting at the 30-yard line. Mac Jones in the gun. 2 receivers to the left. 1 receiver to the right with a tight end. Jones is going to do a read option and is going to get it to ETN, who's going to pick up maybe 2 yards. Hey, if the Bears scored, I'm happy. Let them score. Let them take a win from the freaking Packers. I'm all for it. Gee, I wonder why that's the case, Big Dan. I mean, when you freaking have a quarterback like Mac Jones, who has quite literally, other than his rookie year when there was no game tape on him in the NFL realm, has been absolute, for lack of a better word, ass. I find it hard to think of any reason why, he would have. Oh boy. Anzalone is down. Anzalone is down. It looks like he's okay. Doesn't look like he's having any issues. Probably got a stinger. Might have got his bell rung. No, actually, it's not anything to do with his head. It looks like something happened to his arm there. So he might have hyperextended it. But it looks like they're not even taking him to the blue tent. They're going right to the locker room to check his arm out. So Jack Campbell will take over as the main linebacker. Mac Jones is in the game again. Play action, gun, throws underneath and walloped. The backup linebacker that just came in for Alex Anzalone, Neiman, just absolutely walloped that guy. Great hit by Neiman. We have now officially hit the 2-minute warning for the game. The Lions have a potential chance here to get the ball back before halftime, score again, and then come out with the ball to start the second half and score again. Lions could be up by 40 points almost before the freaking, 5 minutes of the third quarter. Wow, folks. You all want to know how bad freaking Lamar Jackson is doing right now against the freaking Steelers? Nolan says that Anzalone mouth that's broke. So he's saying that he thinks that his arm is broken, which if that's the case, that's a big loss because Anzalone is the leader of this defense. I mean, Anzalone and freaking Hutchinson are the two leaders of the defense. So, I mean, for crying out loud, if we lose Anzalone, I mean, at that point, then shoot, that would then mean that the next leader would probably be either Carlton Davis or Za'Darius. To answer your question, Belinda, Lamar Jackson right now against the Steelers is, hold on here, he is 6 of 16 for less than 100 yards. He's only got 98 yards on the day. He's got a 58.9 passer rating. That's what Nolan Ziegler said. Belinda. He said that he thought he saw Anzalone mouth, it's broken, or it's broke. So I don't know if it's broke or not. It could be a hyperextension and it just hurts quite a bit, or it could be broke. I have no idea. I would like to think it's not broke. I would like to think if at worst it might be a fracture. I would like it to be, if Anzalone's out, we don't lose him for an extended period of time, but no way to know officially until we get the report. All right. Back to the game. Mac Jones in the gun. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 3rd and 4. Mac Jones straight drop back, throws underneath, and it is going to be short. It's going to be a yard short. Going to be 4th and 1 coming up at the 39-yard line for the Jaguars. So the Jaguars are going to go for it on 4th and 1 here. I don't know if they're going to make it, though, because if they don't make it, the Lions will get the ball on the opposite side of the field at the 39. Mac Jones under center, and it is going to be a QB sneak. Mac Jones will get the conversion. That is only the 4th first down for the Jacksonville Jaguars through the first 2 quarters of this game. Jaguars in the gun. Jones snaps it, looks to throw, Jones is going to throw it over the middle, gets it to his tight end, Evan Ingram, and Evan Ingram's going to get down to the 35-yard line. Lions that's one of their first and only big plays of the day they've given up. And the Lions are going to try their best to try and keep them out of field goal range. But it looks like, oh no, Zadarius Smith is down. Probably just a stinger, folks. Probably just a stinger for Zadarius. Oh, that's some cheap-ass shit right there. He freaking elbowed Zadarius Smith in the freaking ribs. Travis Etienne freaking elbowed Zadarius Smith in the damn ribs. And there's a flag on the play as the play is blown dead. False start on the Jaguars. That is some cheap-ass dirty shit there by Travis Etienne. If you're going to chip somebody, use your shoulder. At least there's padding there. Freaking throw and Zadarius Smith is now back out there, so he's fine. Zadarius Smith is back out on the field, so he's fine. But still, that's some bullshit right there. It's like, if you're going to chip, throw your fucking shoulder. Don't throw your freaking elbow into someone's ribs. That's some cheap-ass shit right there. Mac Jones in the gun, man in motion. Jones gets the ball, snaps it, it's getting pressured, it's going to roll to the right, and he is going to get pressured again, throws it up, and it is incomplete. Zadarius Smith was coming in to try and get Jones, and Jones just moved to the side, and he just threw it up there. Smith was coming on a freaking vengeance right there. He was coming. He was like, get over here. I'm telling you this right now. The Lions now know the freaking Jaguars are playing dirty. Second and 15. Mac Jones in the gun. Trips receivers to the right. Jones snaps, looks to throw, steps up, throws it, gets it underneath to his man, and his man is going to get down to about the... It's going to be about a 5-yard short. It's going to be 3rd and 5 coming up here. Clock is ticking. 20 seconds remaining at the 30. Mac Jones in the gun. Jones snaps, looks to throw, throws again underneath, and is going to pick up the first down. Evan Ingram is going to get it out to about the 25, 24-yard line. So at this point now, the Jaguars have one timeout. They're almost inside of the red zone. So they've got about 3 shots to go to the end zone, maybe 4 if they convert again. And they've got a timeout stowed away. So the Jaguars have plenty of time to at least attempt to get a touchdown. Jaguars are going to put Mac... What the frig? Now they got the freaking... That was a wildcat formation that absolutely fooled nobody. Direct snap to ETN, freaking dirty-ass player, tries to do a fake end around to Mac Jones and gets only a yard because Kirby Joseph was right on him. Second and 9, 8 seconds left on the clock. Jaguars have got maybe 2 or 3 more plays, so I guarantee you from here on out they're going to throw shots into the end zone. Mac Jones in the gun, trips left. Jones looks to throw. Jones is going to get pressured, throws it underneath, and it is going to be caught, but there's going to be an instant timeout as there's only 1 second left on the play. The Jaguars are going to kick the field goal here with 1 second remaining to get at least 6 points before the end of the half, which means instead of the Lions having a 25-point lead going into halftime, they will only have a 22-point lead. Provided, of course, Cam Little makes this much shorter field goal compared to his last one of 59 yards. Jaguars got their field goal unit set up. It's right down Broadway. Cam Little puts the kick up, and the kick is good. Jaguars have now extended the lead have now decreased the lead to 22, but it looks like Pat O'Connor is having words with some of the Jaguars, and now there's flag on the field. So chances are there's going to be a personal foul penalty against the Lions. So actually it was not on Pat O'Connor. It was actually on Aleem McNeil. So Aleem McNeil got slapped with an unnecessary roughness penalty, which will be enforced on the kickoff coming out of the second half. So that's interesting. That's interesting. I mean, considering the fact that it's the end of the first half and that's the first penalty the Lions have had, I mean, I'm not really bothered by it. I mean, for crying out loud, I mean, you go a first half pretty much without committing one penalty and you're up by 22 points. I'm okay with that. I'm not gonna sweat it. And again, the way I look at it is freaking the freaking Jaguars, they're playing fucking dirty. Like, dude, I guarantee you that part of what happened there with Aleem McNeil is that he saw what was going on there, why Zadarius Smith got hurt, and they're probably continuing to try and do some stupid-ass crap. And Aleem is probably like, listen, we're not going to have this. You're not just going to think you can just play dirty and just freaking, do whatever you want. But anyway, good first half by the Lions. Lions definitely, how should I say this? They definitely showed their ability to embarrass people yet again. But, oh well. I mean, if the Jaguars want to play dirty, that's fine. I know for a fact our Lions players, we can definitely handle that. William, that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. The Lions are not going to put the second teamers in until they've got like a 30 to 40 point lead. And by that, I mean closer to 40, 45. The Lions are going to make sure that there's absolutely no chance whatsoever the Jaguars can come back before they decide to put in their backups. So For all those that are thinking that the Lions are going to put in the second string and start the second half, you can forget that one. That's not happening. Again, I've said it before. I'll say it again. I think the earliest we could see the second string team come in would probably be the fourth quarter. That's probably the earliest. Because the one thing I know the Lions want to make sure is the game is well in hand, and they're not going to let, they're not going to let the second teamers get out there, let their first teamers cool down, and then have to try and do catch up and get their freaking first teamers warmed up again. But all right, we are at the halftime show. Very tight game between the Steelers and Ravens, which is pretty much what I expected was going to be, because Steelers have an absolutely just dominant defense, which is pretty much like the only defense I think that realistically so far, other than maybe ours, has shown that it can actually, contend with that offense of the Ravens. Bears are in front of the Packers. Love it. I'm telling you this right now, folks. I don't know why people thought Anthony Richardson was going to be something, but it's like, dude, I have seen Anthony Richardson play now, and I'm telling you, he is going to freaking he's going to screw his career over. He thinks that because he is so freaking big that he doesn't have to worry about people trying to thwop him. And it's like, dude, the more you expose your body to those types of hits, you're going to shorten your career. I'm telling you, freaking Anthony Richardson is going to quite literally be the reason that his career goes absolutely nowhere, because he refuses to learn how to play refuses to learn how to play the position of quarterback. He still is acting like he's in college. And it's like, dude, it's like freaking Anthony Richardson's going to literally be the guy that freaking gets himself injured and is out of the league within like freaking 5-6 years. Guy's throwing at like 40-some% right now in the NFL. And he's had multiple injuries so far, whether it's been with his shoulders, whether it's been with, knees or whatever else. It's just like, dude, it's like Colts wasted a high draft pick on him. Pity B, I'm going to say this right now. When it comes to the Chiefs and the Bills, I'll tell you who I want to win. I want the Bills to win, just so that way we can stop hearing about the damn Chiefs, being perfect and all this other crap. Because it's like, listen, the Chiefs might have a perfect record, but they are far, 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 far from a perfect team. And realistically, I mean, if you think about it, the Chiefs have not really had to play a whole lot of teams so far in the AFC, or even throughout their schedule, that's really all that good. I mean, let's just go and check this out here, because now I'm curious. If we go to the Chiefs for this year and we take a look at their schedule, let's see here. They beat Baltimore in the beginning of the year. Okay, I'll give them that, but that was the first game of the year, so whatever. They beat Cincinnati by 1 point, which Cincinnati's a middle-of-the-pack team. They beat Atlanta, which Atlanta is good, but they're pretty much just an offensive powerhouse. Los Angeles is whatever with the Chargers. Again, not the greatest, but again, not terrible. New Orleans is a dumpster fire. San Francisco, again, is not the same team they used to be. They've now got CMC back, so that might change things, but back then they weren't. So, again, weren't really playing a top-notch 49ers team. Las Vegas sucks. Tampa Bay, again, an okay team. Had to go to overtime to figure that one out. And they barely beat Denver. I mean, if you think about it, I'm looking at their scores right now. The freaking Chiefs, they have the largest gap that they've been able to win a game was 13 points. That's it. That's the that's the largest gap in winning total. And you want to know who that was against? It was against the New Orleans Saints. They beat the New Orleans Saints 26-13. If you can't win a game against the Saints by more than 13 points, that's a problem. I mean, if you take a look at most of their games, I think most of their games are won by a touchdown or less. They've had 2 games where I think they've won by less than 3 points. So it's like, listen, it's like, I look at the Chiefs and it's like, listen, the only reason that they've been able to freaking to even win most of their games is because of the fact that most of the opponents they've placed are just, they're trash. They're just not good. I just got to ask you this, Sig After Sex. What do you mean by a shiesty? I just don't know what a shiesty is. I'm sorry if I'm uncultured. Yeah, but see, that's the thing, William. In times past, I would have been like, yeah, Mahomes is all that great, but Mahomes this year has been absolutely horrendous. He's just terrible. The Mahomes of this year is not the same Mahomes that we're used to seeing. And think about that. That's even after they traded for DeAndre Hopkins. Oh, I don't have a mask. I don't have a Lions mask. Sorry to say. I mean, let's just pull this up here really quickly, because I'm now curious. I'm now really, really curious here. Patrick Mahomes has just now actually been able to finally get positive in terms of his touchdown interception ratio. Think about that, folks. We are almost 2/3 of the way through the season, and he's just now gotten in front of his touchdown interception ratio in a positive manner. And he's only thrown 12 touchdowns. He's got 9 interceptions on the year. And for the longest time, it was like freaking, 7 touchdowns to 9 interceptions or 8 touchdowns to 9 interceptions. Like it was horrible. I mean, the way I look at it is very, very simple, is that, the reason why the Chiefs are winning, it's not because of Mahomes. In fact, the Chiefs are winning in spite of Mahomes. Mahomes is not playing good football. I mean, if you realistically want to see how bad Mahomes has been playing this year, Mahomes, up until the game against the freaking Bucks and the freaking, Broncos, every single game he had an interception in. Every single one. So if you think about it, Mahomes has played 10 games this year so far. He had an interception in 8 straight games. And here's what's really going to blow your mind. Freaking Patrick Mahomes has only had 4 out of 10 games that are 90 or higher in passer rating, and only 2 that are 100 plus or more in passer rating. That's not the mark of an MVP quarterback. That's not the mark of, this great whatever quarterback. That's the mark of a guy who quite literally is playing just competent enough football to where the team can still win in spite of him. Again, folks, the way I look at it is that the Chiefs, listen, they can be 9-0 all they want. They can say that they've got a perfect record. They can say that they're playing good team football. They're not playing good team football. The Chiefs have literally been winning solely because of Steve Spagnuolo's defense. That's it. Because I'm telling you this right now. You take out Steve Spagnuolo's defense and you are probably lucky to win 4 or 5 games. And that's the God's honest truth. But we are now back to the game, and the kickoff will go out the back of the end zone. So the Lions will start the drive at the 30. Goff in the gun, empty formation. There's going to be 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Goff snaps it, looks to throw. Goff is going to run, and he is going to pick up another 7-6 yards. Goff using his legs to pick up yardage. They only gave, dude, that was more than freaking 5 yards there. That was closer to like freaking 6 or 7. Alex Anzalone has been downgraded to out according to Detroit Lions PR. He is not coming back for this game. Goff under center, Goff straight drop back. Goff throws it, gets it to J-Mo, and J-Mo is going to do some dancing, tries to pick up some extra yardage, doesn't, but he's so they're going to give J-Mo the first down there. Bears are now up in charge of the Packers, 13-7. That's good. Goff in the gun. Montgomery in the backfield. 2 receivers to the right with a tight end receiver to the left. Goff snaps it, hands it off to Monty on a power, and Monty's going to pick up another 6 yards. Lions are now at a 2nd and 4. Montgomery has almost rushed for 60 yards with 2 touchdowns on 10 carries almost. He's actually at 9 at the moment. Goff under center, Monty in the backfield, 2 receivers to the left with a tight end to the right. Goff snaps it, play action. Goff steps up, and it's caught by J-Mo, and J-Mo is gone. That is a touchdown all day long. Woo-woo! Goff with 2 touchdown passes, 1 to J-Mo and 1 to St. Brown, both long rushes. 65-yard touchdown throw from Goff to J-Mo. Awesome sauce. Oh, happy day, then sings my soul. Dude, J-Mo's not even full on sprinting. Like he's just J-Mo's like jogging. He's jogging, he's still outrunning him. And kick is up from Bates. The kick is good. Lions now up 35-6. They have a 29-point lead. It is a great day. Oh, boy. All right, folks. I'm going to step off camera for a moment here. I got to go use the facilities real quick, and I'm going to get something real quick to drink. So I will be back in a moment. Oh. I might be able to at some point. I saw your comment there, William. I mean, pity, last week Goff was making right choices too. The only one that was really a questionable choice was that deep throw to J-Mo. But other than that, Goff was, as Campbell said, making good reads, making good throws. It just wasn't his week. Sometimes, you know, as far as I hate to say it, sometimes shit just doesn't go your way. The ball bounces the wrong way. The ball gets tipped. It's just sometimes what happens. All right. Jaguars are coming in for their next offensive drive at the 30-yard line. They say it's a forearm injury, but they didn't say exactly what else. Mac Jones throws underneath, gets it to Etienne, and Etienne's going to get nothing. Going to get pushed out of bounds by Kendall Vildor. Jaguars have got a new center in. Mitch Morris is out of the game at the moment. I don't know if it's because Morris has a problem or if they decided to go with a different center. 2nd and 9 for the Jaguars, so they gave him a yard. Jones in the gun. Jones is going to snap, looks to throw. He's going to throw deep again, and this time he's got him open, had a step on it, and again, Jones just threw way too deep. Like, Jones just does not have any sort of touch or accuracy for his freaking deep ball right now. Like, he can't freaking complete a pass down the field longer than freaking, 25 yards. Packers have ruled out Jair Alexander due to a knee injury. Jones in the gun, snaps the ball again, gets pressured, and throws incomplete. Washington was the intended target, but no chance in hell. I think Houston and Smith right there were applying pressure on so the Lions are now going to get another punt return. All right. Back to the game. Whoops. Lions will get the ball at the, looks like 16-yard line. Goff snaps, play action, sets up, goes down the middle of the field, gets it to St. Brown, and St. Brown is going to pick up a good, solid chunk of change. Going to get it almost to midfield. I think that's Goff's now 300-plus passing yards. Lions are going hurry up here. Goff under center. Goff snaps it, going to hand it off to Monty, and one of the few times Monty is not able to get anywhere, he is bottled up at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9 coming up for the Lions offense after Monty gets bottled up at the line of scrimmage. Goff in the gun. Goff snaps, looks to throw. Goff throws it, gets it to J-Mo, but J-Mo lets it go through his hands. Incomplete throw. Oh, definitely needed that one to pop. Third and 9 coming up for the Lions offense. Goff in the gun. Got trips to the right. Actually, no, double to the right. Zylstra moves to the left. Goff snaps, looks to throw, steps, throws it, gets it out, has it to J-Mo again. This time J-Mo makes the catch. Great throw, great redemption catch by J-Mo there. Awesome job. Goff almost has 325 yards passing right now. I don't know. I mean, I'm just watching the stream here. Goff got a little extra love action on the end of that play from Armstead. Goff in the gun, looks to throw again. Goff's going to go underneath this time to Monty, and Monty is going to power ahead, gets pretty much to the first down marker. They might give it to him or might mark him short. Just depends on where they decide to put him. So they're going to give it to a 9-yard gain, going to have him 1 yard short at 2nd and 1 here. At this point, Goff might get to 400 yards here. Goff might get to 400 passing yards on the day. Goff under center, killing the play. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Goff snaps it, hands it off to Monty. Monty's going to pick up another first down on a 4-yard gain. So now the Lions are just outside the red zone or just on the brink of the red zone. But there is a flag on the play. Don't know who it's on, but we're about to find out here. Wow. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness on Allen Robinson, number 8, the wide receiver. And it looks like Campbell does not agree with that call. But unfortunately, it doesn't matter. The call was made all the same. Don't know exactly why it was called. We're about to see the replay here. So it wasn't because Robinson instigated anything. He retaliated, and the Jaguars got away with it free. Goff under center, snaps it, play action. Goff steps up. Goff is going to scramble. Goff's going to pick up yards, and Goff's going to get the first down anyway. Man, Goff is looking like a scrambler right now. Hell's bells. Goff has freaking picked up like over 20 freaking yards running the ball today. I mean, he's looking like freaking, he's looking like a scrambler. I mean, for crying out loud, Goff is looking like the all-package quarterback right now. Can run, can throw, can do everything. 2nd and 1 for the Lions. Goff is killing the play, going to another. Goff snaps it, hands it off to Monty. And Monty is going to pick up the first yard after an extra 2nd and 3rd effort. It's going to be 1st and 10, barring any flag again by the Lions. Hey, dude, you just heard it. Just heard it. Trent Green said it. Goff has got to be in the conversation for MVP. So 5 interceptions or not, still freaking MVP conversation. Goff under center, tight end and 2 receivers to the right. Man in motion. Goff hands it off, and this time it is going to be a massive loss on the play. The first loss of yardage for the Lions on any play of the game. St. Brown tried to get the end around to work, and Josh Hines Allen, he absolutely was not fooled on that one. St. Brown tried to get away from him, but Josh Hines Allen was just too strong there. 2nd and 14 coming up for the Lions. Goff in the gun, man on his left hip. Goff snaps, looks to throw. Goff is surveying the field, boots to the left, throws it, gets it away, and throws it out of bounds smartly. It's going to be a 3rd and 14 coming up for the Lions. Looks like there's some after-action whistle, and there's a flag, and Goff is signaling it's against the Jaguars. Illegal contact on the Jaguars is going to be an automatic first down, 5-yard penalty. So the Lions are going to get an automatic first down and 5-yard pickup for another new set of downs. Goff under center. Goff snaps it, hands it off to Monty. Monty's going to power up inside again. Going to pick up about another 5 yards. Going to make it 2nd and 5, maybe 2nd and 4, depending upon the spot. Monty just continuing to wear down that freaking Jaguars rush defense. Goff under center, man in motion. Goff snaps, does an open pitch reverse. Or actually a reverse open, gets it to Monty. And Monty's going to pick up a couple more yards, going to make it a very manageable 3rd and like 2 or 3. Third and 3 coming up for the Lions. Lions in the red zone. Goff in the gun. Zylstra in motion. Goff snaps it, hands it off to Monty, and Monty is going to try and get back to the line. Gets there, but it is no gain for the Lions offense. 4th and 3 coming up right now. Actually, 4th and 2, they gave him a yard. So the Lions will go for it, which I guarantee you we're going to hear about how the Lions are just running up the score. They're just trying to embarrass people because they're going for it when they're up by freaking 29 points. Goff under center, or Goff in the gun, pardon me. Man in motion from right to left. It's J-Mo. Goff snaps, looks to throw, is going to throw it, gets it to Tim Patrick, who makes a spectacular catch. 1st down conversion. But there is now a flag on the play. But who's it on is the question. Goff zipped that one in there. Great throw and catch. I guess there was no flag. Goff in the gun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left with a tight end. Man in motion to the left. Goff snaps, looks to throw, and Goff is going to throw it. Gets it. Touchdown. Brock Wright with the touchdown. Goff's 3rd of the day. And now the Lions have extended their lead to 41-6. They are now up by 35 points. Lions are now up 42-6. Oh boy. I just love it. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, yeah, we'll see Hooker, Pity. We'll see him. I guarantee you, we'll see Hooker here probably at the fourth quarter mark. I'm guaranteeing you that. I would say that the Lions are probably going to put Hooker in for the start of the fourth quarter and let him and the second teamers play out the rest of the game. I mean, at this point, the Lions are up by 35 points. Actually, no. They're up by 36 points. Pardon me. Bears are now in front of the Packers. They're up 19-14, folks, just to make sure y'all are staying in the loop there. Let me see what else is going around the NFL. Vikings are in front of the Titans 16-3. Dolphins are still in front of the Raiders, but their lead has shrunk down to 5 as they're only up by 12-17. Rams are in front of the Patriots 21-13. Browns and Saints are tied at 14 apiece. The Colts are only in front of the Jets now by 2 as they're up by 16-14. Ravens are again down against the Steelers as the Steelers now have a 12-7 lead on them. So that's funny. Think about this, folks. Every single game in the NFL is still in the freaking teens except for the freaking Rams who have crossed the 20 threshold. The Lions are the only team so far that have actually freaking got to the 40 mark. Think about that, folks. Every other team has gotten less than 20 points except for the Lions and the Rams. And the Rams haven't even gotten to 30, while the Lions are at 42. Oh, Big Dan, always fuck the Packers. Fuck the Packers. I will say that. I'll say that on my deathbed. Hey, I'm telling you this right now. If the Lions win, which there's no real if on that one, Lions win, Packers lose, I'll be happy. I'll be happy as a freaking bug in a rug. Goff is 20 of 24 for 345 passing yards and 3 passing touchdowns. 345 passing yards. He's missed only 4 throws, and he's got 3 passing touchdowns. That means Goff almost has the same amount of passing touchdowns as he has incompletions in this game. Dude, I don't care what anyone wants to say. Goff is the MVP. I don't give a damn. You can talk about Saquon. You can talk about Lamar. I don't give one rat's ass. It's Goff. Goff is playing at such an efficient level that there's nobody that can touch him. Kickoff is away, return, and is going to get up to maybe the 29-yard line. Excuse me. DeAndre Swift was the one that actually got the touchdown for the Bears to go in front of the Packers. So a former Lion is the one that's sticking it to the Packers, which I find that hilarious. Mac Jones under center. Jones snaps, hands it off to Etienne, and Etienne is going to get he's going to get about 2 yards. But getting back to what I was saying here, Goff at the current moment is 20 for 24, 345 passing yards, 14.4 an average a throw, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, no sacks for a perfect 158.3 passer rating. Mac Jones in the gun, play action. Mac Jones steps up, throws it, gets it to his man, and the man's going to get almost tackled. I don't know what Branch was doing there. I think Brian Branch was trying to dance with him there for a minute because he had him and then just kind of let him move a little. But the Lions are not giving up really. Mac Jones got the Jaguars offense past the 50. Mac Jones, play action in the gun, throws it and gets it out, and it is almost intercepted on the rebound, but it is going to be a flag, and chances are it's going to be a pass interference on Jack Campbell, but it now looks like that the Jaguars player that Campbell was protecting is got a knee injury because he is not getting up. Actually, no, that's not the guy he was protecting. That's a non-contact knee injury right there. He was hobbling before he even stopped his run. Head coach Doug Peterson has gone out there to inspect the injury. Chances are, because it's a non-contact injury, it is probably going to be a tear of some type, probably either an Achilles tear or some sort of ligament tear in the knee. That's the worst case scenario. At best, it could be a freaking, it could be a muscle spasm or something. Currently, but that's what I was saying. Jared Goff, 20 of 24, 345 passing yards, 14.4 an average a throw, 3 touchdowns for 158.3 passer rating. Jamison Williams, 4 catches for 124 yards, 1 touchdown, 31 an average a catch. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 8 catches for 107 yards for 13.4 an average a catch for 1 touchdown. And Jahmyr Gibbs, 1 catch for 54 yards, 54 an average catch. Dude, Dude, I'm telling y'all, you take a look at this offense, and it's just, I don't care what you try to tell me. I don't care if you try to argue. The facts are irrelevant. The facts are irrelevant, whatever else you want to try and throw out there. This is the best offense and the best team in the NFL, and Goff is the best player. I mean, for crying out loud, when you see a team do this kind of damage, even if it is against a pitiful team like the Jaguars, like, dude, that's just unbelievable. Think about it, folks. The Lions have now scored 40-plus points in 3 games this year. 3. They scored 47 against the Cowboys. They scored 52 against the Titans, and they've now scored 42 against the Jags. I mean, for crying out loud, like, I don't think there's another team this year so far that's even come close to putting up that many points. We are now back to the broadcast after the timeout for the injured player. And it looks like what is going on with Gabe Davis is pretty serious. Mac Jones under center, snaps the ball, hands off to Etienne, and Etienne actually finds a hole, picks up a solid gain of 9 yards, going to make it a 2nd and 1 coming up. Hey, I can believe it, William. I mean, you can say what you want about the Pittsburgh Steelers offense, about how it's kind of like middle of the road, but that defense, whoo! That defense is freaking ridiculous. Mac Jones in the gun, just outside the 30. Jones snaps it, play action, boots to the right, loads up, throws across the middle, and it's intercepted almost. Oh, Brian Branch almost had it. Branch or Joseph almost had it. Oh, wait a minute. It was picked. It was picked. It was picked by Kirby Joseph. I thought it was dropped. So Brian Branch tried to get it, but Kirby Joseph got it. So Kirby Joseph now extends to 7 interceptions on the year. Kirby Joseph now has the most interceptions on the year of any player in the NFL. He has now gone past Xavier McKinney of the freaking, Green Bay Packers. 7 interceptions. I mean, Brian Branch, I give him credit. Brian Branch put up a hell of an effort trying to get that ball with one hand. But, dude, I mean, Kirby Joseph, what a special player, man. I mean, former third-round pick that came in because Deshaun Elliott got injured, and ever since he has just been a ridiculous talent. A ridiculous talent. Goff under center, 2 minutes and 18 seconds left in this quarter. Man in motion. Goff snaps it, hands it off to Gibbs. Gibbs is going to cut it back, and Gibbs is going to get up a first down, and he's going to get more. He almost slipped away to get more, got to the 20-yard line, but an absolute great run up the middle by Jahmyr Gibbs. Easy 15-yard gain right there. Wow, the Titans have drawn close with the Vikings, 16-10. So the Titans are putting up a fight against the Vikings. Goff under center, man in motion. Goff snaps it, play action, looks to throw. Goff loads up, throws down the middle, and is incomplete. Was trying to get it to Tim Patrick there. Going to be 2nd and 10 coming up. Can't tell if that throw was too far in front or behind, or if just Patrick was slow on it. I can't tell, but incomplete all the same. Second and 10 coming for the Lions. Goff under center, 19-yard line. Man in motion, got a 2 tight end formation on the left. Goff snaps it, hands it off to Gibbs, and Gibbs is going to pick up another 6 or 7 yards. Going to make it about 3rd and 3. So a very short, manageable 3rd down. Goff in the gun, empty formation. Goff snaps, looks to throw. Goff throws, gets it to his man. It's St. Brown, and St. Brown's going to get all the way down to midfield with 47 seconds left. 27 more big ones for St. Brown and Goff. Just these over-the-middle dig routes, the Lions are just gashing the freaking Jaguars. Like, there is just no answer from this Jaguars defense for what the Lions are doing. They just cannot find an answer. Goff under center. Goff snaps it. Is going to do an end-around reverse to Jamo. Jamo's going to, whoa! Jamo got freaking flipped on his freaking backside after doing a freaking 360 in the air. Looks like Penei Sewell is hurting, because Penei Sewell is looking a little slow and a little sluggish. Looks like he's fighting through something. And it looked like he's been dealing with it since about 2 plays ago. So I'm kind of curious what's going on now. Because after that 7-yard run by Gibbs, Sewell was a little slow to get up, but he got up. But that last play, Sewell looks like he's in pain. Can't figure out what's going on with him, but I hope and pray it's nothing serious. Hopefully it's just he needs a breather, or he's got a stinger or something, and it's nothing too serious. Let's see what's going around the NFL while we wait for the game to come back. Bears are still on top of the Packers, 19-14, and the Bears now have the football. They're in the fourth quarter. Vikings have just scored. They're now up 23-10. Dolphins have pulled out to a 12-point lead over the Raiders, 24-12. Rams are in front of the Patriots, 28-13. Saints and Browns are still tied at 14. The Jets have now pulled in front of the Colts, 17-16. And the Steelers are still in front of the Ravens, 12-10. Wow, Kirby Joseph now has 15 career interceptions. Kirby Joseph's only been in since the 2022 season. That means over 3 years, he's gotten 15 picks. That's 5 picks a year on average. And it looks like Goff is going to start the fourth. They're probably going to let them go this last drive to see if they can score. Goff snaps the ball, gives it to Gibbs, and Gibbs is going to pick up about 5 yards, going to make it a 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. Third and 4 coming up. Goff in the gun, empty formation, looks to throw. Goff steps, throws, gets it to his man. St. Brown with another big-time catch. Another big grab, and now there's another injured Jaguar who is instantaneously grabbing at his left shoulder. And he is not even trying to get up. He is in immense pain right now. So there's going to be another timeout, another stoppage in play here for injury. Another 20-yard gain right there for St. Brown, 21 yards. Goff is now up to 390 yards passing. He is literally 10 yards short of a 400-yard passing game. $390, Dean. He has 390 yards passing. As it stands right now, the Lions are right now at the 23-yard line of Jacksonville. So Goff could get to 400 yards and get his 4th passing touchdown of the day, and that would be the perfect write-off for him as they then bring in Hendon Hooker. Who are you talking about as Taylor, Steve? Which Taylor? I don't know who. I don't have no idea who you're talking about. Who's Taylor? Looks like Brown had some sort of serious stinger, but he's walking now. Goff under the center, man in motion. Goff snaps, straight drop back. Goff throws, gets it to Tim Patrick, and Patrick is going to pick up the first down. Goff has now passed for 400 plus yards. That is Goff's 400th passing yard game. This would be Goff's last drive without a shadow of a doubt, and I think they're going to top it off with Goff getting a passing touchdown. Play action. Goff looks to throws it. Touchdown to Amon-Ra St. Brown. That is 4 passing touchdowns for Goff with 400 passing yards. Amon-Ra St. Brown with 2 receiving touchdowns. It has been an absolute whirlwind day for Goff and the receivers. Goff responds with a 5-interception game last week to a 4-touchdown game, no interception game this week with over 400 passing yards. Eat his dust, you haters. And with that, my friends, Goff will finish the day with a 158.3 passer rating. So not only does Goff get the 400-yard passing game, he gets the 4 passing touchdown game, he also gets the 158.3 coveted passing Raider game. Goff just pretty much told the NFL, doubt me? You want to doubt me? Okay, hold my beer while I go out there and absolutely show you who I am. And with that, the Lions are now up 49-6. So now the Lions are up by 43 points, which means now the Lions are going to definitely put in Hendon Hooker to finish out the game. There's no reason for Goff to remain in there. Lions have absolutely just destroyed, embarrassed, humiliated the Jaguars. I can guarantee you this. Doug Peterson, hope you got your freaking office cleaned out the day before because you ain't going to need to return to it. Your ass is grass. I'll have to take a look, Dean. I have to take a look at what the numbers are for the Colts, but I mean, when the Colts are losing to the Jets right now, let that tell you how good the Colts are. Just saying. The Colts are losing to the freaking Jets at the moment. So let that just be the freaking speaking of what that's going to be. But anyway, Lions defense gets a 1-yard loss, and Hendon Hooker is warming up on the sideline. So the Lions are going to pull out Jared Goff and let Hendon Hooker get some reps. Mac Jones in the gun, drops back, looks to throw, gets it out, throws it to his man, and his man's going to get the first down as Vildor throws him to the turf. Mac Jones under center, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Jones snaps it, hands it off, and he's going to go nowhere as Brian Branch comes up and slows him down to a gain of maybe 1 or 2. Jones in the gun, throws it, gets it out, and whoa, hold on here. Jaguars are fighting back. Looks like the Jaguars offense is still playing, but I don't know what's going on with this defense. It's looking like it's starting to let up a little bit. Arnold got beat there, was way too far off his man, and Arnold let Thomas definitely get a free release. Outside of Goff, J-Mo, Amon-Ra St. Brown, who else? I'd probably say Kirby. Jets are up, but they are fighting for their life as the Jets are up 22-20, or up 24-22 over the Colts. Jones in the gun, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Jones snaps, looks to throws, getting rushed, throws it up, and it is way too far out in front of his receiver as Meek Robertson was in the coverage. I apologize, folks, if it looks like my face gets really bright here, but I'm just writing down numbers. I'm not ignoring y'all. I am still watching the game. Jones in the gun, empty, looks to throw, throws it out, and it is going to be overthrown once again. Washington had no chance. Going to be 4th and 7 coming up. Vildor was in coverage again. Nice tight coverage. Obviously, the Jaguars have got really no other option at this point. They're just going to go for it. Because what have they got to lose? They're going to lose anyway. So at this point, they're just trying to put up garbage time stats to make the game look a little more respectable. Jones in the gun. Jones snaps, looks to throw. Blitz picked up, and Jones is sacked. And it's by Zadarius Smith. Zadarius Smith gets the sack. Zadarius Smith, his first game as a Lion, he gets a sack. Woo-hoo! I love it. Zadarius Smith with the sack, baby. Hell freaking yeah. Click, boom, hit the room. Boom! I love it. This is dude, I'm telling you this right now. This is about as perfect of a game as you could possibly ask for. Zadarius Smith, first game he plays with the Lions, gets a sack. Jared Goff, 400-plus passing yards, 4 passing touchdowns, perfect passer rating. Boom! Freaking both Jameson Williams and Amon-Ra St. Brown have 100-plus receiving yard games, and our defense is absolutely destroying the hell out of this Jaguars offense. I mean, dude, you want to talk about the best possible home game you could possibly have? This is it. Like, I mean, let's be real with ourselves. The game of this against the Jaguars and the game that we had against the freaking Seattle Seahawks, probably the 2 best home games that Lions fans have been able to witness since the 1991 win against the freaking, Dallas Cowboys. Or, no, sorry. The 24-23 win against the Rams. Man, I went way past that. But it was like, dude, I mean, think about it. Over the last couple of years, we have had so many great games at Ford Field, either because they were just absolutely magnificent performances or they were just such memorable games. I mean, dude, you want to talk about this Lions football team? It's probably got to be the most entertaining game. It's got to be the most entertaining team in the entirety of the NFL right now. I don't care what you try to say. It's not the Ravens. It's not the Chiefs. It's not any other team. This Lions team is literally the team. I mean, dude, dude. Dude, I am pumped up as hell for this. This is like you putting the freaking cherry on top and just saying perfection. Ooh la la, magnifique. Like I'm euphoric right now. And it is official. Zadarius Smith gets the sack. And out comes Hendon Hooker. Hendon Hooker is now checked in officially for Jared Goff at quarterback. So now we will see Hooker step in. They're bringing in Craig Reynolds as well. So Hendon Hooker is going to be coming in to get some valuable reps. Hooker under center. I formation, snaps the ball, hands it off to Reynolds. Reynolds is going to find a huge hole, and he's going to pick up another 20 yards, just gashes him. Dude, it doesn't matter who the hell is running the ball. It can be Goff, it can be it can be Goff, it can be freaking Jameer, it can be Monty, it can be Craig Reynolds. They're just going to be gashing them all day long. 19-yard gain right there for the Lions on Craig Reynolds. And look at this. Touchdown, 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 touchdown. Freaking 70 yards, 90 yards, 50 yards. I mean, dude, these Lions are just absolutely destroying teams. Hooker under center. Man in motion. It's Robinson. Hooker snaps it. Play action. Bootleg. Hooker looks to throw, and Hooker's going to scramble. Hooker's going to pick up a yard or two as he runs out of bounds. Couldn't find anything he liked. Just took the yardage and went with it. It is a perfect passer rating, you dingbat. I can see it right now here on ESPN. How the hell can't you see it up there in the damn booth? Hooker under center, Robinson in motion, hands it off to Reynolds again, and Reynolds is going to pick up about 2 more, maybe 3 more yards. Hooker in the gun, 2 receivers to the left. Hooker snaps, looks to throw, gets it out. It is caught for a moment by Robinson, but then Robinson took a shot, and the ball pops out incomplete. Some after-action whistles blow. And actually, no, Robinson never got his hands on that one. That was a good throw by Hooker. Freaking Robinson just heard the footsteps and he just dropped it. But out comes Jake Bates, the hero from last week in Houston. He is coming out to kick a 54-yard field goal. The kick is up and the kick is good. Jake Bates is automatic from 50 again. And with that, the Lions have officially scored 50 points yet again. The Lions have now got 2 50-plus point games on the season. That is the second 50-burger of the season. And with that, my friends, the Lions only need 3 more points to tie their franchise record for most points scored in a single game. So all they need is for Bates to make one more field goal, and they have officially tied the record. Dude, I'm telling you this right now. There are no words. Dude, I'm telling you this right now. Think about this, folks. Think about this. The Lions, in the 3 games where they have scored 40-plus points, have done so. Wait a minute here. I got to do the math. Dude, in the 3 games that the Lions have scored 40-plus points, y'all want to know what the point differential is? Like, seriously, do you want to know what the point differential is? It will absolutely floor you. Absolutely floor you. Right now, if you were to take a look at the 3 games the Lions have had, 40-plus points, and you take a look at the point differential between those games of the opponents we played, which was the Cowboys, the Titans, and currently the Jaguars, and it's if the point differential doesn't change, meaning the Lions win 52-6. If all things remain the same, the Lions have a point differential of 151-27. You want to know what that is? That is a 5.5-to-1 point differential. That is insane. 151-27 points. That means for every 1 point that the opponents are scoring on us, we're scoring 5.5 more than they are. Dude, you want to talk about just an absolute, just sheer dominating performance. It's absolutely insane. And Jones throws it up, and for the first time ever, the Jaguars are actually able to complete a deep pass, and their top receiver, Brian Thomas, he is injured and on the sideline. I mean, dude, Pity, I'm telling you this right now. There's a reason why Mac Jones is no longer a starter. And it's not just because of the fact that he can't throw passes correctly. He's inaccurate. But as you just point out there, he's putting his wide receivers in some rather dangerous positions. Like one of the most underappreciated values of a quarterback that most people don't talk about is their ability to keep their wide receivers safe. No. Steve, it's not about the analysts that complain about it. The analysts aren't the one that's complaining. The ones that complain are opposing teams' fans. Think about this. I have heard fans from multiple fan bases of teams, and they have all said the same thing, that we are trying to embarrass teams. I mean, do you not remember a couple of weeks ago when freaking Xavier McKinney, when he was asked about all this, he said that he had no respect for us because he thought we were trying to embarrass teams? It's like, dude, we're not trying to embarrass you. if you want us to try and embarrass you, we can. The whole point of the game of football is, hey, you're trying to stop us from scoring. That's your job. If you can't stop us, that's not on us. It is not our job to play down to your level. It's up to you to play up to ours. That's the way it works. Seven. Which is the Lions. Dude, I'm looking at these numbers, folks, and this is unbelievable. Like, this is some dude, this is some freaking scary crap. I will admit, I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention as much to the game anymore because there's no point. At this point, I'm already on my way to freaking getting ideas out in my head because I've got like freaking 4 ideas in my head that I'm trying to put pen to paper to, and it's just crazy. Man, I heard that punt. That was a boomer. Good return there by Khalif Raymond to break a tackle and pick up some extra yardage. Man, it is a game right now between the freaking Packers and the Bears. Bears are hanging tough with the Packers. I'm telling you this right now. If the Bears beat the Packers, there will be no end to the freaking smack talk in freaking, those trash talking groups on Facebook. Like, dude, you will hear Bears fans just absolutely roasting Packers fans. And I guarantee you, us Lions fans will not be far behind. Craig Reynolds with the handoff picks up another solid 8 yards. Actually, no, that's Sione Vaki. Pardon me. Vaki getting some reps at running back. Nice. Hell yeah. I was wondering when Vaki was going to get some handoffs as a freaking running back. I mean, that's what they drafted him to be, was to be a running back, and I haven't seen him do some running back yet, so this is kind of nice. And the pitch to Vaki, and Vaki is going to get back to the line of scrimmage to avoid a loss. Pity, they're not going to have Hooker throw. There's no point. There's no point for Hendon Hooker to throw the ball. Like, what the hell's the point? The Lions are already winning by freaking 40. Let's see here, 46 points. If you throw the ball, you're just trying to pad stats. At this point, all the Lions are trying to do is just make sure And it looks like Robinson got a late shot to the head there. He made the catch, but it looks like he got a late shot to the head. And it looks like they're going to get a flag on Jaguars for unsportsmanlike conduct. Tell you, Jaguars be playing dirty. Freaking tried to take a shot at Za'Darius, got him in the ribs, and right there they just freaking took a shot at Allen Robinson as a defenseless receiver. I mean, it was a little bit of helmet to helmet, but it was more actually kind of shoulder pad to helmet. But either way, he was a defenseless receiver. So even if it wasn't helmet to helmet, it was still unnecessary roughness. Ow. Damn. 600 plus yards. And it looks like the Lions are going to have to take Robinson off the field per concussion protocols to evaluate him. Obviously, the Lions are trying to stay within the guidelines of the league, not wanting to get any fines or anything else, which is smart on their part. And it's a handoff and a pickup of about 3 or 4 yards. And another good run by Sione Vaki, but there is a flag on the play. And this one will be against the Lions. Looks like it's going to be a holding penalty against number 62, Michael Neese of the offense. Dude, I'm going to tell you this right now, folks. Think about this. We've already got this game wrapped up, and there's still fucking 4 minutes. There's still fucking 4 minutes of game time left. I mean, if I was DC, I'd let him. I mean, I would let him for sure. Hooker winds up, throws it, and what a beautiful throw by Hooker to Khalif Raymond. That was a great throw by Hooker right there. Good throw. That's probably the best throw I've seen out of Hooker so far. Great job. Holy crap. 636 yards. Holy crap. At this point, I mean, we might as well just start dialing up a new area code. Hooker hands it off, and Vaki's not going to get anywhere. If anything, he's going to lose a couple of yards. I mean, dude, this is... oh, boy. I'm sorry. At this point, if I was Doug Peterson, I wouldn't even get on the plane. There's no point. I'd be like, yeah, I'm just gonna stay here. I already know my ass is cooked. Oh, boy. Like, this is just, whew. Second 11, Hooker under center, snaps the ball, play action, boot right, throws underneath, gets it to Raymond, and Raymond is going to pick up a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be about 3rd and 4? Oh, 3rd and 2. Oh, please. I implore you, Jason. Say that as many times as you want. I want the Bears to win. I hate the Bears. Don't get me wrong. I hate the Bears as much as I hate the Packers. But I would so love it for the Bears to win against the Packers, who are 6-3, go down to 6-4, and have to hear Bears fans say, "Oh, we're now 500 again because you all suck." Hooker snaps it, hands it off, and nope, they're going to be short. It's going to be 4th down with the 2-minute warning looming, and bring out Mr. Bates. Bring out Mr. Bates. Please let him kick the field goal. Oh boy. I mean, this is just unbelievable. Like, wow. Holy cow. Lions have 37 total first downs in this game. That is almost quadruple how many the freaking Jaguars have. Unbelievable. Damn. Dude. Y'all want to know something wild here? At the current moment, the Lions' time of possession compared to the Jaguars is almost 38 minutes to the Jaguars' mere 21. Think about that. That means we have had the ball almost 4/6 of the game, in essence. There's 60 minutes in a football game. We've almost had the ball for 40 minutes. Like, dude. Like, that Jaguars defense has got to be absolutely gassed. What are you doing, Campbell? It's 4th and 2. You're up by freaking 46 points. Wow. Okay. That does surprise me, actually. I'm kind of surprised about that. At that point, I'd been like, it's 4th and 2. Just take your points and call it a day. Jason, there's no probably. He's getting fired. He's getting fired. Doug Peterson is getting fired. Wow. The Packers win 20-19 over the Bears. Holy crap. The Packers win 20-19 over the Bears. The Colts win against the Jets 28-7. Both games won by a 1-point differential. Unfreaking believable. Steelers look like they're going to win their game against the Ravens. They're up 18-10. And the Saints are going to definitely win their game against the Browns. They're up 35-14. And at this point, the Lions are just saying the game's over with 30 seconds left. They're just going to let the game end right then and there without fully playing out the clock. They're just like, yeah, this is over. Let's just go home. However, though, there is still a good game going on in the NFC West and the AFC East. The Rams are only on top of the Patriots by 28-22. So there's a chance that the Rams could lose because the Patriots have the ball with 2 minutes remaining. So there's a chance there. Titans have the ball. They're down 10, 23-13 to the Vikings. Dolphins pretty much handily beat the Raiders 34-19. So the only game that's left worth watching really is the Steelers-Ravens and the Rams-Patriots game. So other than that, it's been a pretty interesting afternoon to say the least for the football games this week. I don't know, Steve. Honestly, I don't know. I sincerely thought that the Lions at 4-2 were going to freaking just kick the field goal and tie their franchise record for most points scored in a game. I don't know why they didn't, but whatever. Campbell's the one that made the decision. I'm not the head coach. But the Lions now are officially 9-1, and I got to say this. This has been probably the most, I don't even know how you want to describe it. I mean, 52-6. Dude, that is not just an ass whooping. That is a freaking, I mean, that is a... Dan, you know exactly what I want to say, but I can't say it. It's a prison, you know what. I mean, that is exactly what this is. Like, dude, when you lose by 46 points, I mean, at that point, it's like, dude, you might as well have not even shown up. Like, dude, it's like, what the hell point was you literally showing up to the game if you literally got beat that bad? But anyway, I mean, I'm just going to finish this up here really quickly because I do have other things I'm trying to, wow. Let me see here. I gotta do the math here on this. Well, I'm going to tell you this something, folks. I mean, I have witnessed a lot of great games in my lifetime. Thank you, Dennis, for the donation. He says that it was a pure belt to ass kind of game, which, I mean, that's one way of putting it, but I mean, I just I just look at it and I'm just, like I said, I look at what happened in this game and it's just like, dude, I mean, you want to call it whatever you want to call it, but it was just absolutely crazy. The sheer, just total domination that this game was. He also points out that it was a franchise record 647 total yards of offense against the Jaguars. Thank you for that. Man, the Ravens are absolutely falling apart against the Steelers, and I'm loving it. $52 was the most points scored this year. Yes, Steve. But what I'm saying is the Lions' franchise record was 55 points. That's the most points scored in franchise history in a game is 55 points. So the Lions could have, in theory, kicked a field goal and tied their franchise record. And if I had to guess, I'm pretty confident that Dan Campbell didn't do that. But in any case, folks, I'm going to end the stream so that way I can, one, start setting up for the stream later tonight, which I think I'm going to set up for 7 o'clock. Big Dan, if you want to come into that, you can. Chris, if you're still watching, you can. Dom, you can. I'm pretty confident Jeremy's going to want to show in. So we should have a pretty good panel to discuss the victory, but I'm going to end the stream, set up for 7 o'clock, so that way we can do the post-game stream. So everybody, have yourselves a good night. I'm going to try and push out a pre-recorded video in between the two, so that way I've got something, to talk about between that. And then I'll see you all for the post-game stream. But with that, everybody, hope you all enjoyed the game. I know I most certainly did. And I'll see you guys all at 7. God bless. One Pride.